Tony Stewart.
Boy, they've suited up and everything. You look good.
I have my normal Indy week going on here. I've got about 3 more appearances after this before practice, so we figured out it was better to get uniform now than it is to try to thrash and change at the last minute.
But we asked earlier, I said, how many folks are surprised at the level of success you've had that would have been, you know, that are surprised you're leading the points coming to Indy, and the reaction was?
Yeah, I'm surprised in a good way. I mean, it's you know, this is a pretty cool day today because exactly 1 year ago today was at this time of day. As a matter of fact, we were announcing our partnership with Old Spice and Office Depot and Chevrolet, and taking the covers off the car and showing the 14 on them. So this was a pretty proud day for us a year ago.
Well, we know what the 14, the history is at Indy. How about another trip to kiss the bricks?
I hope so. We have to do it twice, and it was, I think I'm the first driver to actually French kiss the bricks. Trust me, after 400 miles, nothing tastes good, so it didn't really matter. But no, I was excited about it. It's, you know, this is a place, obviously, it means a lot to me. I've spent a lot of time at this racetrack, and I grew up 45 minutes south of here, and so, you know, every time we come here, it's a special day.
We get a chorus of Back Home in Indiana from you?
From Jim Neighbors, yes. For me, not so much. I sang in the shower this morning on accident and scared myself.
Hey, I noted, you know, after your win at Pocono earlier this year, you didn't climb the fence.
That fence is rickety. Mike Helton actually, I think the first year that we did that climbing the fence deal, Mike Helton, when we got to Pocono, said, listen, if you win the race, he goes, do not climb that fence. He goes, it's not very strong. So I'm like, Mike, our cars weigh 3,400 pounds, and if you're telling me it's not going to hold me, what's going to keep a car from going through it? So I'm a little nervous about that place.
But if you win on Sunday, you're back up the fence.
This is one place that no matter what, you're going up the fence. The whole team.
Maybe you get Mike Helton to go up the fence with you.
That'd be awesome. If he goes up, that'd be the coolest thing. I guarantee we get pictures of that for sure.
What's been the most satisfying thing for you this year, forming your own team? Is it the success level you're having, the success level Ryan's having, or just the team in general?
I think just the team in general. I mean, that's everybody. That's Ryan included, Bobby Hutchins, who came from DEI, you know, Darian Grubb coming from Hendrick, Tony Gibson coming from DEI also. So you know, to have all these different guys, and Ryan from Penske, to have all these different guys from different organizations, and all of us to get on the same page and get going in the same direction so early in this program, and you know, we knew that it had the potential to have this kind of success. We just didn't know how long it would take to build up to that. And you know, when you're working with a different group of people, it's the personalities and everything that goes with it. That's the part that takes the time to gel. And you know, when I say it's a little bit loose, Darian has to know how much a little is. So just learning, you know, all that communication and all those different variables, those are the things that take the time. So you know, if a year ago when we were announcing this deal that somebody would have said, hey, guess what, a year from now you're going to be leading the point standings and, you know, by 170 points, I would have said you're absolutely nuts.
But it's happened,
yeah,
and it's working well.
It is working well.
I think that there was some irony in that with the bad economy, you came in, you had sponsors. I think, do you feel like you were able to get maybe better personnel than you would have in good economy because teams were letting people go?
Yeah, we were a little fortunate with that. I mean, there was a positive to the negative of the economy for us as a team, because by the time we got Bobby Hutchins in the organization and Tony Gibson and Darian Grubb in, the thing that we were doing is looking for people, and there were people that were getting let go from organizations that weren't necessarily the bottom of the tier people. Some of them were really high up people in the organizations that had been there so long that they got so many raises and their salary had grown to where it was easier to let one guy go at that level than it was to let two people go for the same money at a lower level. So it worked out really good for us. It was basically like going into a buffet and saying, you know, you got all this to choose from. That's what it was like for us. We had a lot of really good people out there that were in a situation to make a change. And plus, Plus, we had guys that weren't released from teams that wanted to come over as soon as they knew we were going to do this and wanted to be a part of this. So we were very fortunate to get a lot of really good people during the off-season.
I know a few years ago you moved back home to Indiana. How much time are you spending here? I'm sure it's been cut way back because of the team ownership.
Yeah, if you not counting the half days, we've been here 9 days this year in Indiana, so it hasn't been much. But you know, I cherish the days that we do get. We were here on Wednesday. We had an event, or we had a commercial shoot in Charlotte Tuesday with Burger King, with, of all people, Carrot Top and Eric Estrada from Chips. So when you see that, it'll be pretty funny. It was a lot of fun hanging out with those two guys on Tuesday. But we've been non-stop, and I got to hang out a half a day on Wednesday at the property.
Is that Burger King with the big head as scary in person as he's on TV?
We did the shoot for the commercials that they ran during the race at Daytona in July, and when I got there, they had him laying in the back of the car with the head on, and I sat in the car, and they had the rearview mirror out because they had a camera in its place. And so I just kind of looked over my shoulder, and there's that big head. And yes, it's kind of creepy to me. But then later on in the day, I got pictures taken with the head on in my uniform, so it was kind of cool. So
I guess it's got to be out there on the internet somewhere.
No, it's not. But I had to do it at least once. I had to say I wore the head.
I love it.
Oh, we're glad you love it, huh?
I do. I love that commercial. It's awesome.
I broke up with a girl just like her. Just would sit there for no reason, just start yelling. I was like, you've got to go. I need a girl to give me some peace and quiet.
We got volunteers out here.
We're currently accepting applications. I don't know why this guy over here yelled at us. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit.
When you're home in Indiana, what's the best part about it? You're just Tony Stewart back at home.
Yeah, you know, the cool thing is I've been in Columbus now, or back in Columbus now for the last, I guess, 3 or 4 years now. And the good thing is, you know, pretty much when I go home, everybody kind of just lets me be Tony, and everybody in town understands that when I get a day off and I get home like that I want to relax and enjoy my day. So everybody kind of lets me be me, and you know, I still go to the Dairy Queen in town and eat lunch with the same group of guys that I've ate lunch with for 15 years. They still all go at lunch every day there. So I go there. I go to Nashville's the closest area to get a Pizza King pizza, and that's one of my. I mean, that was where all this investment came from. It took a lot of years to build this up. My favorite pizza is Pizza King, and I gotta get those when I'm in town.
I get the impression it's a local chain. That
is an Indiana chain. I wanted to buy a franchise so bad, and they won't let me buy one. So, but one of these days I'll find one.
All right, when you're at Dairy Queen, do you get the soft cone? Do you get it dipped in chocolate or just plain?
I get a chocolate shake. I don't even go. I go straight from the cone straight to the good stuff. So the good thing is when we won the 2 races here at the Brickyard, and when we won the championship, Bob Frankie, who owns the Dairy Queen down there, was my sponsor when I was 9 years old. He gives away free ice cream. So one year it was, I think the first Brickyard we won, they put orange dye in the vanilla ice cream, so they were giving orange ice cream cones out. And trust me, when I get home, he shows me exactly how much money in free ice cream he gave away.